Hello, I'm Ken Farr. This is NewsNet, Baton Rouge. Grab a tea or a coffee as I go over with you headlines and news from our local area and region. The Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank is no longer in a crisis, but it is still basically short of enough food required to give away to the needy. According to its officials, the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank has been able to collect enough food, financial funding, and donations as it approaches this season of Lent as a result of raising the alarm about food shortages during the 2018 Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays. Although its inventory is still below the normal levels, the food bank is heading into this upcoming Lent and Easter holiday season in decent shape. This charity, located in a 170,000 square foot facility on Choctaw Drive in Baton Rouge, has been able to increase its inventory from about 1 million pounds of food, which is actually considered a low amount, to 1.5 million pounds of food. Although this is an improvement, its normal inventory around this time of year is 2 million pounds of food. This is mainly because on average the food bank distributes approximately 1 million pounds of food each month when it makes its routine distributions to more than 100 member agencies across 11 Louisiana parishes. The young man who is accused in the September 2018 shooting death of LSU basketball player Wade Sims has written a personal letter to the judge who is presiding over his second-degree murder case. The accused, 20-year-old Baton Simpson, in a letter to District Judge Don Johnson, which was filed into the court record on Thursday past, says he is remorseful for the unfortunate killing and he pleads with the judge to lower his bond, which is currently set at $350,000. Simpson is charged with the second-degree murder of Wade Sims after being indicted by an East Baton Rouge grand jury in January. He pled not guilty, but investigators say they have DNA evidence, eyewitnesses, and a confession from the defendant, which directly tie him to the murder. If he is convicted as charged, he will be sentenced to life in prison. His next scheduled court date is tomorrow morning before Judge Don Johnson. In the Louisiana First Circuit Court of Appeal, a Baton Rouge man convicted of firing 16 shots into a couple's parked car on Evangeline Street, killing a man and seriously wounding the man's wife, has failed to convince the appeals court to overturn his conviction and his sentence to life in prison at hard labor. In his appeal, 35-year-old Jermaine Ruffin challenged the DNA evidence in his case and the reliability of the surviving victim's eyewitness identification that he was the shooter. A three-judge panel of the Louisiana First Circuit Court of Appeal summarily rejected each one of Ruffin's claims. You may recall he was convicted early last year of second-degree murder in the death of a Mr. Anthony Gerard Jones and for the attempted second-degree murder of a Miss Sharika Ellis on June 20th of 2013. In Geismar, Louisiana, several workers had to be medically evaluated, and some of them had to be taken to a hospital for further evaluation and treatment. This was due to some sort of chlorine leak early Monday morning, according to the Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office. Around 5 a.m. on Monday morning, the Sheriff's Office received a call concerning the smell of what was believed to be chlorine coming from an area near Louisiana Highway 30 and Highway 73 in Geismar. A preliminary investigation revealed that it was a leak coming from the Westlake Vinyl Chemical Plant, which was at the time in the process of a shutdown. Louisiana State Police say employees from an adjacent plant by the name of Air Liquid had to have 4 of its employees evaluated and taken to the hospital. They say the leak was contained by 6 a.m. that morning and that at no time was the public ever in danger during the leak, according to Ascension Parish Sheriff Bobby Webb. These have been headlines and news from our local area and region, and I am yours truly, Ken Farr. I'll see you next time right here on NewsNet, Baton Rouge.